Shadows over the Pacific, Japan's silent rise in 6th-gen warfare. For centuries, Japan's identity in warfare was defined by the elegant curve of the katana. Now, in a radical evolution of its military tradition, the nation that once perfected, the blade is forging a new symbol, a 6th-generation stealth fighter born through a tripartite alliance with the United Kingdom and Italy under the Global Combat Air Program, GCAP. Beyond tradition, why Japan wants its own wings, while Japan's post-war Air Force heavily relied on Western platforms like the F-16-based Mitsubishi F-2 or the earlier F-Fiender F-1, recent years have brought an urgency to localize fighter development. Mounting regional tensions, rising Chinese aerial power, North Korean missile provocations, and frequent Russian border incursions have pushed Japan to pursue autonomy in air defense. This drive culminated in the conceptualization of the I-3 fighter, standing for Informed, Intelligent, and Instantaneous, a stealth aircraft envisioned to counter advanced threats in Asia. Core tech pillars: AI, networking, hypersonics. 6th generation. Fighters are more than airframes. They are flying data nodes. Japan's future combat aircraft will integrate digital engineering from the design phase, include AI co-pilots for real-time decision support, and feature helmet-mounted virtual cockpits. Optional manning, cloud-based targeting, and the capacity to deploy hypersonic and directed energy weapons are standard expectations. The data-sharing capabilities of these fighters will transform situational awareness and tactical command. Linked with external drones, satellites, and other aircraft, the fighter will act as both sensor and shooter, serving as a central intelligence hub in the sky. The FX emerges, Japan's own stealth giant. When the U.S. Congress banned F-22 Raptor exports, Japan's ambition turned inward. Mitsubishi was tapped to lead the FX program, a twin-engine stealth platform larger than the Raptor, prompting aviation experts to dub it Godzilla. Prioritizing stealth, Mitsubishi's engineers replaced traditional hydraulic systems with all-electric actuators, simplifying internal space management while enhancing agility. Mitsubishi adopted adhesive molding instead of fasteners, glued composite layers, and integrated carbon fiber reinforced polymer, CFRP, with aluminum alloys. To manage radar signatures, serpentine ducts and internal weapon bays were paired with electromagnetic wave-absorbing materials across the fuselage. This construction method not only enhances stealth, but also contributes to weight reduction and structural integrity, allowing better endurance and longer mission profiles. A machine that manipulates its signature. In a battlefield increasingly driven by sensors, Japan's fighter doesn't hide, it deceives. The aircraft's radar emissions can be manipulated to confuse enemy tracking systems. Key onboard assets include ESA radar technology, passive RF detectors, and infrared tracking. Cooling systems mitigate thermal load generated by high-performance onboard computing and AI processors. Moreover, sensor fusion will allow pilots to process vast amounts of battlefield information instantly, improving response time and tactical decisions in high-pressure environments. XF-9 engines. The heart of Japan's Sky Hunter, developed by IHI Corporation, the XF-9-1 engine is compact and powerful. With a 30% smaller intake than the GE F-110, it suits stealth architecture perfectly. Two XF-9s together generate 360 kW of energy, enough to power advanced electronics and support thrust vectoring. A 20-degree nozzle deflection gives the FX fighter Cobra-like agility. The XF-9's afterburner thrust is estimated at over 15 tons, making it competitive with the F-22's Pratt and Whitney F-119. Additionally, the engine is designed for future upgrades, including adaptive cycle enhancements, from island defense to hypersonic offense. The FX isn't just stealthy, it's armed to strike. The aircraft is designed to carry the ASM-3, a supersonic anti-ship missile. New variants like the ASM-3A and the ASM-3 Kai promise greater range and lethality. These weapons form the sharp edge of its next-gen air arsenal. Japan's military strategy is shifting from purely defensive to a more proactive deterrent stance. Long-range strike capabilities allow the FX to project power well beyond Japanese shores. GCAP, from solo flight to global synergy in 2022, what began as an independent FX and Tempest initiative converged into GCAP. Political delays in the Franco-German Spanish Future Combat Air System pushed Britain toward Japan and Italy. Under GCAP, responsibilities are shared. Mitsubishi and BAE Systems lead development, Rolls-Royce and IHI develop engines, Leonardo handles avionics, and MBDA UK designs missiles. This partnership not only boosts technological innovation, but also allows each country to share costs and expand its defense export markets. GCAP is as much a geopolitical strategy as it is a military one. Jaguar and Delta. Anatomy of a 6th-gen Ghost. The GCAP jet, larger than the Eurofighter Typhoon and similar in weight to the F-15, features a 50-degree swept delta wing and spans 54 feet, just 10% smaller than an Airbus A320. Its large wing surface boosts fuel and payload capacity, but reduces agility. The Farnborough Air Show 2024 revealed a prototype prioritizing range and strike power. The jet's stealth shaping, internal bays, and electronic warfare systems aim to reduce its detectability across the radar spectrum. Stealth meets strike, tactical. Evolution, while the FX aimed to be a high-agility stealth interceptor, GCAP leans into long-range precision strikes. Resembling the conceptual FB-22, GCAP balances aerial supremacy with ground target annihilation. It's designed to work alongside platforms like the F-35 while offering export flexibility the F-22 lacked. Modular architecture allows for rapid adaptation to new mission needs, a necessity in modern multi-domain operations. Weapons of the future, from Meteor to JAM armament, includes European and Japanese technologies. The JAM, Joint New Air-to-Air Missile, blends a Japanese seeker head with Britain's Meteor ramjet propulsion. Though slightly slower, JAM emphasizes sensor fusion. It's joined by Spear 3, Meteor, and ASM-3 variants. In time, these missiles may adopt AI-driven tracking and evasion protocols, allowing them to dynamically adjust mid-flight for higher hit probability. Eyes on 2027. Will it fly? The demonstrator flight for the Tempest concept is scheduled for 2027, with deployment expected post-2035. British officials hint the prototype will reflect key GCAP traits, but as costs climb, skeptics recall Europe's troubled FKS program. Even the US has paused its NGAD efforts. GCAP combines Eastern and Western philosophies into a new vision of air dominance. Its success could reshape global air power in the coming decades. Will GCAP thrive or become another defense dream hindered by complexity and politics? Share your thoughts below. If this dive into Japan's aviation ambitions intrigued you, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep tech stories.